James Comey should have charged Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton clearly violated the law when it came to her handling of classified documents. If she had been charged in 2016, that would have set the predicate for the idea that charges would be appropriate for anyone who violates the law going forward. Because here's the thing that's so stupid about this logic, that you can't interfere in the election. If you don't prosecute, you are interfering in the election. If you omit, a sin of omission when it comes to prosecutorial discretion is very often just as grave as a sin of commission. James Comey's failure to prosecute Hillary Clinton is just as damaging against the Republicans, for example, as the Democratic attempt to now prosecute Donald Trump in advance of an election. And that is particularly true when you're talking about a double standard, where it appears that election worries just don't exist, I suppose, with regard to Republican candidates for the presidency of the United States. Now, the media have decided the big scandal here is not anything the IRS whistleblowers are saying. The systemic corruption, the attempts to cover up for Hunter and Joe Biden. They're not even willing to point out some fairly obvious points that were admitted in some of the cross-examination. Dan Goldman, Democratic representative and one of the lawyers in the impeachment hearing, Dan Goldman accidentally confirmed in the middle of this hearing that Joe Biden did discuss Hunter's foreign business dealings with Hunter. Here was Dan Goldman doing that. It was a big oopsie moment.
And you testified that he said that Hunter told his dad, according to Rob Walker, quote, "I may be trying to start a company or try to do something with these guys." Now, let me ask you something. That doesn't sound much like Joe Biden was involved in whatever Hunter Biden was doing with the CEFC if Hunter Biden is telling him that he's trying to do business with them, does it?
No, but it does show that he told his father he was trying to do business. And he was
okay, well, that is true. Hunter Biden does try to do business. That's correct. Yes. So you don't not only have no direct evidence connecting Joe Biden to any of Hunter Biden's business deal, you actually had proof that he wasn't involved. That is the proof that you had.
Well, actually, no. What you just admitted, Dan Goldman, is that Biden and Joe Biden and Hunter talked about his business dealings. And maybe sort of wink, wink, nod, nod arrangement was that you go and you do your stuff and money just magically appears in my account. And every so often I take a meeting. And that's sort of the way that we play this game. By the way, this would not be a giant surprise. Apparently, the way, particularly with the Chinese, that you do business, and this is true in a lot of foreign countries, because so many countries are deeply corrupt and deeply political, including China. Many Chinese business people who are working hand in glove with the government, they believe that politics works the same way in the United States. That if you get a meeting with the vice president of the United States, for example, that this like magically greenlights your business project and means billions of dollars flow into your coffers. And this is true for a lot of foreign countries. And it's exactly this impression that the Biden family has traded on for Joe Biden's entire political career, is that if you meet with a senator, then this means that somehow something good is going to happen for the business. So Americans can look at that and even be like, okay, so you met with a senator, who cares? But if you're from a country where meeting with a senator very often involves that senator now being your friend and that friend now cramming through a bunch of stuff you like, you can see why the Chinese were deeply invested in Hunter Biden hooking up with Joe Biden. And that doesn't require Joe Biden to be like deeply invested in every aspect of Hunter's business. I don't think there's an accusation that Joe Biden is sitting there and like going over the books with Hunter. All he cares about is, does that money appear in his bank account? And Joe Biden is a lot richer than normal vice presidents who have been on a senator's salary for most of their career typically are. And well, the media have decided, of course, that this is not the story. The real story is, of course, how evil Donald Trump and the Republicans are during a whistleblower hearing about the Bidens. Are you tired of feeling uncomfortable in your underwear and loungewear, especially when it's this hot and humid and sticky outside? Well, thanks to my friends at Tommy John, you can have the perfect blend of comfort and breathability. When you wear Tommy John, you're so much more comfortable. You can do everything better. Their underwear has dozens of comfort innovations. We're talking breathable, lightweight, moisture-wicking fabric with 4 times the stretch of competing brands. They can keep you 7 degrees cooler than cotton. Tommy John's also sells loungewear with a level of softness I've never felt before. Their incredibly soft loungewear is designed to envelop you in a world of pure luxury. Their stuff is great. I mean, truly terrific. I took all of my other underwear. I threw it out. I only wear Tommy John's. Their loungewear is similarly awesome. Every purchase is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear, or it's free guarantee. Shop Tommy John's summer collection. Get 20% off your first purchase at TommyJohn.com/Ben. That's 20% off at TommyJohn.com/Ben. TommyJohn.com/Ben. See site for details. Again, they're really durable. They're breathable and lightweight. Underwear that moves with you. They have great product for men and for women. My wife loves Tommy John product. Go check them out right now. TommyJohn.com/Ben. When you use that /Ben, you get 20% off their product today. You may have seen the CEO of Innovation Refunds, Howard Mackler, on TV explaining how they've helped so many small businesses with their ERC tax refunds. The ERC is the Employee Retention Credit. Every year, the U.S. government sets aside over $1 billion for economic incentives, but it's reported only about 4% is claimed. If you own a business, you could have money just waiting to be claimed if you have more than 4 employees. Innovation Refund's independent tax attorneys are dedicated to helping business owners navigate the complex filing process for different companies. They can help companies figure out deductions based on industries. In fact, Innovation Refunds is teaming up with John Taffer, the host of Bar Rescue, to help restaurant and bar owners find out if they're eligible for the tax credit. Innovation Refunds has been helping eligible businesses claim their ERC tax refunds since 2021. They might be able to help your business as well. Go to getrefunds.com to determine your eligibility. If you qualify, you could be on your way to receiving cash for your business. There's no upfront charge since they don't get paid unless you get paid. Go to getrefunds.com or dial 1-843-REFUNDS. That is getrefunds.com or dial 1-843-REFUNDS, getrefunds.com. Go check them out. Democrats, of course, in the media, but I repeat myself, they've decided the big story here is that Marjorie Taylor Greene showed photos of Hunter Biden's laptop. So here's what it looked like when Marjorie Taylor Greene decided to ask some questions about Hunter Biden's laptop and decided that it would be a good idea. I think, frankly, this is hilarious, to show all of the pictures of Hunter Biden unclothed on his laptop and doing the drugs.
So when Hunter Biden paid for this woman to do this with him, to travel across state lines from California to Washington, D.C. on June 15th, this is a violation of the Mann Act. This was prostitution. Mr. Shapley, you started an investigation into Hunter Biden, codenamed Sportsman, which opened in November of 2018. It was an offshoot of an investigation the IRS was conducting into a foreign-based amateur online pornography platform. This is evidence of Hunter Biden making sex. Excuse me, this is my time. Making pornography.
Should we be displaying this, Mr. Chairman, in the committee?
Did a lady's time's expired?
Okay, so the media's take on this was Marjorie Taylor Greene, this is Daily Beast, inflicts Hunter Biden nudes on Congress. Inflicts. Oh, you are so wounded, aren't you? Oh, I mean, oh my God, you can't. Oh, be still your Puritan beating hearts. Oh, yes, I believe you. I believe you, all you Democrats who believe that we need to read genderqueer to our 7-year-olds. I totally believe you. I think that you are deeply concerned about graphic nudity in Congress in front of a bunch of adults. By the way, it's blacked out. I think that I totally believe you. I think that you guys are just, the sensibilities of Congress have been offended. I love the faux outrage from these people. Jared Moskowitz, Democrat of Florida, said, in an effort to own Hunter Biden, they're assembling nude photos of him, having some intern have to sit in a room and blow up these photos and put it on poster boards and figure out, oh, which ones are beyond the pale. And then AOC acted really offended. She called the images pornographic and accused Republicans of reaching a new low. They should make a kid's book out of it and put it in school libraries, and then Democrats would all be out front protesting in favor of it. Animate Hunter Biden's porn from his laptop and stick it in a school library for 6th graders, and Democrats would be like, how dare you try to take that out of the library, you censorious bastards, you. Oh, you're so tiresome. You're so tiresome. Okay, if you don't like Hunter Biden's nudes on his laptop, then I have a few recommendations. 1, Hunter Biden is a scuzzbag. You should stop defending Hunter Biden. 2, Hunter Biden shouldn't have left his laptop being a drug-addicted derelict who's in his 50s at a stupid computer repair shop. 3, you guys shouldn't have all claimed that it was Russian disinformation. And 4, maybe you should let him be prosecuted when he commits crimes like transporting prostitutes across state lines, apparently, and then allegedly taking tax write-offs for them. Maybe it's a you problem, in other words. I'm so tired of this crap. Democrats do this with regard to so many issues. It's like if you show a picture of what an aborted fetus looks like, they're like, that's so offensive. Yes, that's our point. That's our point, not your point. You don't get to act offended. Your tender sensibilities have been bruised by all of it. Shut up. You're ridiculous. But that wasn't it. The Democrats also decided that it was very important during this hearing to ignore all of the whistleblower revelations and, of course, talk about Donald Trump and slam. How are we even doing? Naturally, Democrats tried to pretend that this was all ludicrous and terrible. So Representative Jamie Raskin, he's one of the people you hear shouting at Marjorie Taylor Greene, why is this happening? Oh, no, He slammed the House hearing as a theater of the absurd. Again, I can't. Can I just point out that all of Congress is a damned joke at this point? You guys are a joke. There's a reason why you're in single-digit approval ratings. No one likes you, and we all think you're a theater of the absurd. So I don't want to hear about how you are very serious people, top men handling Congress, from Jamie Raskin. Give me a break.
I thought we might be here today on the matter that the chairman declared as top priority, the crusade to find evidence of wrongdoing by President Biden. But now the majority's long-promised star witness turns out to be a fugitive from American justice, an arms trafficker indicted on 8 federal criminal felony counts, and an unregistered foreign agent for China who tried to trade Chinese arms for Iranian oil. So I guess he's not going to be a witness for the majority anytime soon. Well, after the failed SARS reports, bank records, Form 1023, we can conclude that this Inspector Clouseau-style quest for something that doesn't exist has turned our committee into a theater of the absurd, an exercise in futility and embarrassment.
Yes, our honor has been offended. Alrighty, guys, the rest of the show continues right now. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be getting into the vaunted Ben Shapiro Show mailbag. If you're not a member, become a member. Use code Shapiro at checkout for 2 months free on all annual plans. Click that link in the description and join us.